Hey, good evening. We are the Coalition, loud and proud, civilly disobedient media. There's a little bit of irony to that title today. I'm standing here with your Secretary of State, Gregg Amore. We can't call him freshly minted anymore. He's been around for a little bit.
The honeymoon's over.
The honeymoon's over. But let's talk about this afternoon. A wonderful event, 120 plus students receiving Civics awards. We all know that you can't protect your civil rights if you don't understand them. So you know, this is a program that's been around for a long time, but you've got a personal stake in this game as a longtime public educator and someone who is intimately involved in civics education. Talk to us about that and why this is so important.
Sure. 20 of my former students were recipients of this award over the course of 30 years. So 20 East Providence High School students that sat in my class received this award, and so I know exactly what this award means. This is a student leader. This is someone who leads in many ways, seen and unseen, whether it be student government, whether it be organizing events around civic participation, whether it be organizing cleanups, Earth Day cleanups, voter registration. There's a whole host of efforts that are recognized through this award, and one of those is academic success. And they are nominated by their social studies teachers and then through their guidance departments. So these are kids that are excelling in their social studies classrooms, specifically their civics and U.S. history classrooms.
And so we fully expect some of these young people, if they're not already, then to become activists, grassroots politicians, potentially employed here at the State House, potentially elected here at the State House.
We have a staff member of the Department of State that's a recipient who is our legislative director. There are my former students that I mentioned. They are nurses, they are social workers, they are community organizers, they are volunteers in their community, they're Little League coaches, they're Pop Warner football coaches. You know, we think of civics and we think of voting and government, but you know, being a good citizen and improving your community is much more than that. And we have the graduates of this award all over the state and really all over the country now who are contributing to their communities.
Outstanding. Congratulations on the day. Now, I've wanted to for a little while talk to you about a law that was passed by the General Assembly and became effective January of this year, and that's the Address Confidentiality law. If anyone has ever been sadly involved in an abusive relationship, if anyone has ever found themselves counseling or working with people in abusive relationships, this has always been a challenge for folks. Why don't you sum up the intent of the law, how folks can participate? There are links, for example, on the Secretary of State's website. We'll share them with you, but just give us a little flavor how this came about and how folks can participate.
Sure. So it starts with the premise that you should feel safe at home. The one place you should feel safe is at home. And this program existed to a lesser extent involved with voting. So to prevent the abuser from identifying the address of the voter, the address of the voter is concealed. We become their address, the Department of State becomes their address, and their voting mail is forwarded by us. Now, the expansion of this program is that all first-class mail comes to a P.O. box at the Department of State, and then it is distributed to the addresses that are only known by the folks who are in the program. And you can enter this program without a police report. You can enter this program if you fear that someone is going to threaten you at home, and you need, for your children's sake, for your sake, for your safety, to protect that address.
Do you need any sort of court order or restraining order?
You do not. In fact, that separates our program from many of the programs that exist around the country, is that you can enroll in the program and you can remove yourself from the program based on your need. And we will confidentially take care of your address and make sure your mail gets to you so that what you fear does not come to your home.
Right. And again, links can be found on the Secretary of State's website.
And anywhere where folks who are victims and survivor of domestic violence or sexual assault can receive services, they are also informed about this program.
Outstanding. Secretary, again, congratulations on, has it been a full year? We've all lost track because
5 months?
I don't, 10 years, it just...
5 months.
You know,
days like this are great.
Well, no, and we live for moments like this because we see so many happy faces
and proud families.
All right, and I think we're going to...
This generation gets a bad rap, Pat. They, you know, the demise of public education is greatly exaggerated, and this generation is a really, I said it in the speech, it's a thoughtful generation, it's a tolerant generation, this is a generation that will think and contribute to their community.
Excellent. Congratulations. Thanks again for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Your Secretary of State, Gregg Amore, and I'm gonna tease a little bit after that speech. Governor in 4 years?
Oh,